Guys.
Welcome everybody. We're live. Got Steve Naltner with us. We're gonna go over the Mike and Heroes, and then we're gonna go over City Slam. City Slam week. To me, City Slam is one of the four majors in Cincinnati. You got Master Cash, City Slam, Metro, and then State. In my opinion, those are the four biggest. So big week in softball. Um, Steve, we're gonna get started with the Mike and Heroes here.
Yep.
Big win for you guys. Congrats. Um,
Thank you.
So started out with EOS, barn burner 6-5. How'd that game go?
Yeah, so field 4 at River City West was we had some winds coming in on that field, not like I've ever seen before. I know some of the other guys said they've never seen it before down there like that. So a lot of those scores that you see of games on field 4 were the ball wasn't going out, it wasn't traveling. Um, it would anything in the air stopped in the air, hung up in the air, and gave the guys enough time to get under it. So I showed up late to that game. I don't know. We didn't obviously hit very well, and it was I think it was tied actually, maybe in the 7th. We either scored one in the 6th and didn't have to bat, or possibly maybe walked it off. I can't remember.
Yeah, we played on field 1 the week before, and it was super windy. I know what you're talking about. It was almost like playing in Columbus.
It was. It was a lot like Columbus.
Yeah. Okay. And then you went on the Tiger Fitness. Tough game there. Looks like you won 12-11.
Yeah, same field. So they came from playing back at, I don't know if it was 5 or 6 that they were playing on, put up a bunch of runs. We had the luxury, in my opinion, of playing on that field the game before. So the guys adjusted their swings a little bit. We were able to, double our run total from 6 to 12, which was enough to get it done against them.
Gotcha. And then it doesn't show it here, but I'm guessing I think Tiger Fitness came back again through the loser bracket and we played them again. Oh, there it is, right there. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I got to watch some of that game before us against Nasty Hooks, and Nasty Hooks was up a couple runs in the game, and Tiger Fitness had towards one of the later innings, put up 4 or 5, and ended up getting enough to take the lead and got the W. And so we had to play them again on the same field, and I don't really know what changed. The wind was still there, but we started hitting the ball a little bit, and obviously took care of business in that final game.
Nice. So Ryan is going to go over some of the Tiger Fitness superlatives, and then we'll go and talk about yours.
Okay.
Yeah, so second place, Tiger Fitness had outstanding defensive player Andrew Sams. He hit 852, and they put him in a leadoff hole or leadoff spot. Congratulations to him. 852 is not bad for a little bitch. So congrats to him.
He was hitting the ball all day.
No, I like Andrew a lot. Don't fold me up like a pretzel, man. I'm just kidding, buddy.
No, I like him.
Cody Leichman, Andrew Burton, and Logan Hoskins rounded out the all tournament team for Tiger Fitness. So another strong showing for them guys.
Okay, so Steve, you're up. I pulled up your superlatives here. Talk a little bit about your team.
So MVP, and I know a lot of times it goes to the pitcher. A lot of teams do that. Probably the most earned MVP outside of maybe Worlds last year with Josh playing for me. Batted .933, made 1 out on the day, and obviously pitched real well. And I think he was like, even including the round robin games in the 5 games we played, held the teams to under 8 runs a game. So when you do that in the C, you're gonna win a lot. Had an excellent day. Nate Broughton played an excellent short, batted .600. Riley Stidham also moved him around defensively in a couple of different spots. Everywhere we put him, he did real well. Batted .600. Dylan Ebel held down the middle, batted .667. Austin Penwell, who average for the day was .589, but had some real clutch hits for us. Had a big home run in that Tiger Fitness. The first time we played Tiger Fitness, hit a big 3-run home run when guys weren't hitting home runs, and he smashed that ball. He got it into a different. He got it up high, and I don't know if it caught a stream or what, but got it out, so that was good. Jimmy Warren led off about 737, and Kyle Jamison was 684. So pretty good given the conditions on playing into the wind on field 4 all day.
How many walks did Jimmy have?
I know that's a funny topic. I want to say maybe 3 or 4.
Is that it? Usually,
So I think he had 2 in the final game that I can remember. But Jimmy is very, very good at bat every time. His approach is really good. He's a great guy to have in the leadoff position. Walks, to me, whether you're giving them up or getting them, those are like doubles. I feel like when another team is walking a lot of guys, the defense is hanging their head. Jimmy lets you know when you walk him. So that also adds to the equation. But he's got an eagle eye at the plate. I've seen him take pitches that were maybe a half inch off the plate on a full count and flip the bat and run down to first base and make loud noises. So probably other people probably don't like it, but it's funny when he's on your team.
Jimmy's one of those guys everybody seems to like, even though his antics might turn some people off, but that's not the case with him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So you guys had to rebuild your team in the offseason due to the bump. Where did you find some of these guys, and how did you get them on board?
I didn't have as big of a role this year in building the roster. I'll give Dave Grome a lot of credit on putting the team together. When he asked me to make a phone call, I'd make a phone call. But Dave did a lot of that. We had talked sort of after Worlds when we knew for sure that we were going to be bumped as a team on what the approach would be for next year or this year. I had some meetings with some guys. I'm not going to name their names, but some of the guys locally that are upper ball players that I was kind of looking at my options. Being a sponsor, it's a lot easier for me to make a decision. But what makes what we got work is the people I have around it. Dave Grome, Kelly Lee. We wanted to keep some of the guys from the team if we were going to, regardless of what we were going to do. And there's definitely a difference between playing out of town every weekend and playing at home. The majority of the guys, with the exception of maybe some of the younger guys, are all dads on our team. Guys like to be closer to home. GSL and U-Trip, obviously River City and MAB. There's a lot of options for us to play at home. So once we made the decision that's what we were going to do, we had to, unfortunately keep just 3 guys off of our team from last year, which wasn't easy because everybody was great and everybody was good people. So ultimately ended up going with Kyle Jamison, Josh Benjamin, and Jimmy Warren. So our team last year was very good defensively. We had 5 shortstops in the infield. So we were taking outs away from teams. Every run that was scored against us was earned. Which is a great thing to have, but that's not going to be replicated probably ever maybe somebody else does it, but I don't see it happening as good as we were defensively last year. So we wanted to try to find guys that could hit. Hasn't, happened the way that we wanted it to. We've seen our basement this year. I don't think we've touched our ceiling. So once the guys come around with the bats, I think the team will be special. But we looked at every position and tried to find guys that could get on base, and made some phone calls. And then once you get, some other guys come about and, have some interest, and swung and missed on some guys and then had some guys after we were already ready to go asked to play, and we were filled up roster wise. So, but it's a good group. We're young. Then we got 5 guys under 25 years old. Some of the young guys like Quinn Collins, Clay Collins, obviously Riley Stidham, Austin Penwell, and Nate Broughton. I think Nate's 26, but those other 4 guys are all 22, 23 years old. Good group of guys. Some of them guys will play conference ball if they want. They're learning the game, but it's a good team to learn with. We got some good leaders on the team. So, we're excited about it. I like winning. I think everybody knows that. So I want to put guys on a team that are not only going to put us in a position to win a game, but also are good people and will get along. And the worst thing to have is drama on a team, and so we try to get guys that are we guys and not me guys. It's always tough. The big question: how many guys you put on a roster? It's like every team deals with that. You guys deal with that with your team. There's guys that put 17, 18 guys on a roster. You get 17, 18 committed players, it's going to be real tough to keep everybody happy. So the magic number, I think, is different for everybody. So for us this year, we've got some guys that are there that they aren't playing a ton right now, but we have confidence in them if we got to put them in there and can get a at bat here and there for us. So, Urban, hey, yeah, put that away, please.
Where you at right now? You at your house?
I'm in my backyard.
Oh, okay.
My pool.
Nice. So why sponsor a softball team? Why get invested in the sport?
So I played, I don't know, since 2001. And so I was a player first. My first team was JTM. That was back in 2001. And we had, that was when the Metro, I think it was levels. So I don't remember what level, but we were in the level that had the most teams. And so there was a north, there was a south, an east, and a west. And we made it to the Final Four. I've always been a competitor, played high school sports, played college sports. I think that what really probably got me more involved in the sponsoring of competitive softball was stepping away from playing. So it's real difficult to be a player sponsor. And then sometimes, manager. When you're a player, even if you have a manager, the manager's always, if you're the sponsor, they're always talking to you, trying to figure out what you want them to do. So you're basically somewhat of a manager as well. So I got out of that, took a step back, just focused on sponsoring. Found a guy who was committed to being a manager. That happened to be Dave Grome. So we've been together for 4 or 5 years now. Have a committed bookkeeper in Kelly Lee, same bookkeeper we've had for 4 or 5 years. So the structure's there. It's good. It works. I don't make every game. I made a lot of games last year, but I got a lot going on this year. I'm selling some of my businesses and starting some other businesses. So just real busy with time. I also have 3 little kids and I live in Indiana, so I don't get to all the games, but I enjoy it. It's a passion. I'm a competitor. I like winning, whether it's in softball or in life or whatever. So it's that drive. I guess to kind of sum it up, it's sort of a hobby, for lack of a better term. It's a hobby that I enjoy. If I didn't enjoy it, I want to do it. So I probably, and I tell players this, and they don't really understand it, but I get more enjoyment where I'm at right now, not playing the game, than I did when I played and pitched, and I was a pitcher, and whether, whatever it was doing in tournaments or whatever. So I really enjoy the sponsoring, and I don't pay people to play for me, but I try to take care of the players, and it gives me enjoyment. I've made a lot of close friends and good friends from former teams that are my friends till today, and it's just, it's a thing. And Z, I know you, and Rhino, I know you guys both get it. You've both been in the game for a long time and have that passion, to want to go out there. You guys get enjoyment out of it. So I enjoy it. It's nice to play close to home. I do enjoy the world trips in Florida and that kind of stuff too, but it is nice that we got a good softball, I don't want to say following, but we just have a good participation in Cincinnati. So there's a lot, I don't know why our tournaments I don't know where everybody's playing. Why didn't you guys play last weekend, Z?
We didn't have enough players, so we played the previous weekend. We were supposed to, but I was missing 7.5 guys. That's what they were calling it. So I just didn't have enough players.
I got you.
But I always call softball like the ultimate fantasy team for sponsors and coaches.
Yeah.
It's a fantasy team that you actually see play out in real life. So that's the way I've always described it.
No, it is, and it's fun. And then you get your group and you get your guys, and everybody feels real good about their team before the year starts, just like fantasy football. Yeah. And then once you get out there and you start seeing it, every year people change a little bit. Some people gain weight, some people lose weight, some people have kids, and that changes their game. I mean, there's all these different factors that come into play. Sometimes people make a little bit of adjustment and add 100 points to their batting average. I'm also a big on base percentage guy. So when I give you numbers, my numbers are on base percentage. I'm actually Andy Larkins probably was the one that influenced me on that. He's always been a big on base percentage guy, and I wasn't that way maybe 6 years ago. But if guys that get on, and I think that all kind of works itself out, throughout the year. But I really look at on base percentage. Walks are huge. You get walk, you hit the ball hard, and it bounces off the guy's chest, and you make it to first base. That's a 1-for-1. You got on base. I like that stuff. So for every, real bad error, you probably hit the ball real hard just right at somebody. So I think that all kind of works itself out. But definitely look at on base percentage as a key, factor in determining what we're doing with our personnel.
That's great. Appreciate it. We're have to get moving on here. But Rhino, did you have any questions for Steve before we?
Yeah, just one quick thing. You guys won the World down in Panama, correct?
Yeah.
Your first one?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, man. How did that feel?
It was awesome. I got embarrassed on the plane coming home when Josh Benjamin stood up when we happened to be on the same plane, just coincidence, and made a huge announcement about me and everyone staring at him. But that experience, I'll never forget it. I know that World didn't have a ton of teams. I think we had 11 or 12 or whatever it was, 11 teams. 11 teams, 20 teams, 30 teams. We went down there and we won it. And we played good teams. Everybody was, we knew going into it that we had a special team with great leadership. And I don't think anybody was going to deny us no matter what the circumstance was that weekend. Like you guys know, in a softball season, you might play 12 to 15 tournaments. So every tournament you play is an opportunity to go out there and get it done. And I don't care how good you are, you're not going to get it done every weekend. It's hard to get everybody there, number one. Number two, it's hard to get everybody to get up for a tournament, to have that energy. But that weekend, we took batting practice the day before the tournament. We all got down there. We got access to the field, and we took batting practice in the middle of the day. And we looked around the park, and there wasn't a single person in there. And we hit for 2 hours. The whole team did, and it was like a workout. And I think everybody at that point knew that this was the only team that was going to beat us that weekend was ourselves. So let's go in there and take care of business. And we did. I was as happy for some of the players as I was I was more happy for the guys. Some of those guys have been playing competitive softball for 15, 16 years, and to see what it meant to them to get that ring and to win a world title was worth every dollar of the season and memories I'll keep for a lifetime.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate everything you bring to the game, man. Without sponsors like you, it would be very difficult for teams to stick around and guys to play softball. So we greatly appreciate everything you do.
Congrats and good luck this weekend, Steve. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Yep.
All right, we'll finish up the D portion of the Heroes, and then I know everybody's waiting on the pool play, D bracket or the pool for the D City Slam. So we'll try to hurry to get to that as soon as we can.
D portion kind of went as expected. The top teams are there. Legacy, Premier Audio had a real nice run. Odd Sox were a tough out again. Buffet Boys, Kraken made a nice run, and then the Grizzly Soul Bros, they made a nice run as well. Looks like Premier Audio and Legacy split that. Legacy beat them in the first game, and then they decided they got 3 o'clock in the morning or so that they were just going to split the prize package. But yeah, Legacy had another real nice run. Bo Gray hit 820 for them. Jordan Talon 770. AJ Albanese 740. Dan Cox 720. Mike Glasgow 700 and Jalen Clark 680 to round out their all tournament selections. Premier Audio. Big fan of that team. They're a tough out. We've played them twice now, and they pretty much put it on us both times. They were wearing their cancer ribbon jerseys in support of one of their players' dads, Mr. Johnson, was diagnosed with cancer. So hopefully the softball community say a quick prayer for him. Hopefully he gets better. Sometimes there are things a little more important than softball. But they're all tournament team selections. Doug Daniel, Kyle Oldacker, Lee Elliott, and Nate Bigham. Those guys are tough, man. They had a really good weekend. Odyssey, Eddie Weinberg, he leads that team. Made 2 outs as a hitter and pitched all 4 games for them. Odd Sox, always a tough out. Mark Curry, the hitter, 10 home runs, 851 on base percentage. And Steve Kirkham started at 4 different positions last weekend and hit 730. My guys at Tripods, Cody Roden, shout out to him, our second baseman. He was absolutely on fire. 778. Austin Broshier, 692. Brandon Bennett, 647 with 7 home runs, 23 RBIs. And my buddy Tony Moser had a little power surge, man. Hit 647 with 6 home runs and 20 RBIs. So him and Brandon Bennett had half our RBIs for the weekend. So shout out to those guys for playing well.
We're going to take credit for Moser. He played with us on league night Thursday.
Okay, he must have gave him some hitting juice or something because he was hitting it out of the yard with ease.
Yep. Okay. Anything on the E? I guess we can look it over real quick before.
E, I think the 8's won again.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think they're definitely separating themselves as the class of the E this year. I wish they would have played in the DE portion of City Slam this weekend to kind of gauge where they're at, but they might not have had enough guys and whatnot. But congrats to the 8s on another good weekend.
Enjoy it, boys. You've been there for a long time. It's finally your turn, so well earned. All right, so we are going on. Let's do the C City Slam and the Open, and then we'll do the D pool play. Let me. Come on. How'd your pickups do?
They all played well, man. Every one of them were played well. I think they're going to work out. Like I said, as long as they know that nobody on our team is going to play every game, I think we'll be in good shape.
Okay, big 4-team open bracket. We got my team, Breeden, Tiger Fitness, Beer Bellies. I'm guessing Beer Bellies wins this. I'm not sure what the roster looks like, but I'm sure it's loaded. The rest of us will figure it out between us. Any thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean the Beer Bellies. I don't know who all they have, but I assume it's going to be a mixture of some A players with some conference guys and stuff like that. Sure, Bruns is playing with them. Trevor Esterkamp usually plays with them on league nights and stuff like that, so they're going to be tough.
Yep. They'll probably be the team to beat, and the rest of us will try to figure it out. We'll go on to the C. Oh, now we'll do the 25 and under last. I know there's a following there too. And then a 5-team C tournament. Breeden, SMU, Tiger Fitness, Flies, and Steve's. What are your thoughts here?
So I'm a little disappointed. No EOS, no hooks. I wish there were a way that D teams could play in the C at a discounted price to kind of get you guys some more games and stuff like that without actually wearing themselves out for their D portion. But I don't know how to revisit that. You guys in Tiger Fitness in round 1, that's going to be it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. Steve's is hot right now too. SMU was they were the number 1 team for a while.
I mean, realistically, all 5 of those teams can win this.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised by any one of them. I never pick my team, so I'll go with Steve's playing hot. I usually pick Tiger Fitness, but this week I'll pick Steve's.
All right, I'll go with Breeden.
Breeden, yeah. I could for sure see that too. All right, what we all been waiting for. Pool play brackets for the D. So pool play A, Noka 812 crew, Natty Redlegs, Odyssey playing Friday night, MAB 3 and 4 at 6:30. Who do you like here?
Let's see. Game 1, I'll take Noka over to 812 crew, and I'll take. I heard the Natty Redlegs are going to be at full strength this weekend, so I'll take them over Odyssey, and I'll take Natty Redlegs to win that pool.
I like Natty Redlegs to win this pool as well. They're hot right now, so we'll go with them. Pool B, Kraken, ZSR, F Cancer, and the Zoo.
Kraken played well last weekend. I'll take them to beat ZSR. I'll take the Zoo to beat F Cancer, and I'll take Kraken to win that pool.
Yeah, I'm gonna concur. I like Kraken. Jimmy Clark, the talent whisperer. Pool C, Smash Bros, Tripods, Tiger Fitness, Wellman Construction. What a pool! That's a good one.
That is a tough one. Wow, 8:30 is that what that says?
8:30, 9:30, yep. 10:30
All right.
on field 2.
I'll take the Smash Brothers to run rule us. We might not score a run. And I'll take Tiger Fitness to beat the Odd Sox. I'll take Tiger Fitness to win the pool.
Okay. I'll take you guys over Smash Bros. I'll take Tiger Fitness over Odd Sox. I'll take Tiger Fitness to win the pool as well. We played them. They were super tough. Alpha Dog, Empire, OTF, Shandy Boys, sorry. / Heat. I guess the Heat team. Okay.
I'll take Alpha Dog to beat Empire. The Shandy Boys, I looked them up today. They're from Michigan, so they're only 1-5, but you never know how that's going to go. Who they're actually going to bring down here. But I'll take OTF to beat them, and OTF winning the pool.
I'll take the Michigan guys just because I'm just going to gamble on past history that they're going to have a loaded team somehow. Okay, on to Pool E, Maxed Out, Dark Water, Six Pack, and Iron Paradise.
My buddy Jeff Kinney plays for Maxed Out Diesel, so I'm going to roll with him. And I'll have Six Pack beating Iron Paradise with Six Pack winning the pool.
I have nothing to add here. I know Dark Waters won a tournament earlier in the year. Other than that, I don't really know any of this. Oh, Six Pack. That's the Kentucky team, isn't it?
Yeah, they're tough.
Oh, okay. Six Pack. Soul Bros, OGs, BOTC, and Legacy.
Ooh. I think the Grizzly Soul Bros will win the first game. BOTC had some huge pickups this week, so they're going to be at full strength this weekend. But yeah, I mean, you can't pick against Legacy, so I'll have Legacy winning that pool.
Who did BOTC grab?
They've got Kevin Young and Brendan Taylor.
Oh, that's right, from EOS. Okay. And then
and I guess their Thomas More baseball players are done, so they will be there this weekend.
And the outfielder from the Ducks.
Correct. Well, Bolin. No, they said Bolin left.
Oh, Bolin left. Oh, okay.
Said he's not playing softball.
Huh. Okay. And that's all. Yep. So that's all the pool play I got. I'm guessing that's everything. Who do you like to win this tournament?
It's without Premier Audio being in it, without Buffet Boys being in it, I'd say Legacy is the clear-cut favorite. With the Odd Sox and Six Pack probably at 2 and 3. You can switch them either way, but it should be competitive. Pool play never goes as predicted. There's always upsets in pool play because guys are getting other guys' swings and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see where everybody lands in bracket play.
Yeah, I think you have to go with Legacy as well. Ryan Collins reached out and asked for my address today. Made me a little nervous.
Yeah, I know why he did it. It wasn't anything bad.
Okay. I was worried about my house getting paintballed or something. I wasn't sure. Okay. Good luck to all the teams. I'll pick Collins' team as well. Hopefully I catch a few of your games. Are you guys going into Monday, or is it all done Sunday like us?
I have no idea. We didn't. He didn't release the actual bracket as well, so we'll find out here eventually, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, 8 o'clock he's gonna release it. That was my request, so I thought it'd be cool to do the brackets on here. If you guys hate it, I'm sorry, but we want to give it a try. 25 and under men's. Ooh, they get a pool play too?
Yeah, I think it starts tomorrow night.
Yeah. Oh, Lucky bat. So they get a pool play and we don't. All right.
I was going to ask you about that, man. How do you feel about not having a pool play?
I mean, I'm good with it usually, but if there's 5 teams, it would have been nice. Just a 5 teams, you could be in. You could win the whole tournament like 3 games. So
Right.
it'd be nice to have a couple more, but not the end of the world. That's the reason why we play in the Open too. We get a couple more games there, so it kind of works out. So I don't know. The only team I really know here is the kids because I got a few of them on my team. Other than that, I really don't know who's on what team. If you know anything at all, please feel free to speak up.
Yeah, I don't know much about like I said, I'm an old man, so I don't know much about the 25 and under division. I know the kids won the Metro last year. They got themselves a ring, so I assume they're probably the favorites. Steve's Grizzy, I'm assuming he's going to have Penwell and the Collins brothers and guys like that. Nephews of Paradise, are those old Paradise sports kids? I don't know. Breeden's probably going to have their young guys, so they'll probably have the majority of their team.
Yep.
I'm going to go down tomorrow night and check some of these games out. Have me a couple lunch boxes and.
Yeah, there's no rosters popping up, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe next time we can have them submit the rosters and we can look at it over that way. But
Beard gang. I don't know who's the Beard. I don't know who the Beard is.
Beard's gang. One person I've ever heard called the Beard was Jake Hillman.
Right, and does he have a team?
I would think he'd be with Breeden.
This is the Stampede Invitational, so
that's not true. That's next weekend.
The E is next week. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's never won a D or C or an Open or nothing. He won 5 E's, so that one is the invitational. This one is not.
I just got a text message from Red Tucker that says he is with the kids. So.
Oh, that's a win right there.
Right. Yeah. So that's a guaranteed W.
All right. Anything else you want to go over before we get out of here?
No, City Slam is one of my favorite tournaments, man. I know a lot of guys complain about, we got to be at the park for 4 days, but I absolutely love it. I think it's the best weekend in softball. So
it's my favorite tournament too. When I first got into softball, my goal was to win the East City Slam. That was my number one goal. Never won it. I've won the D once, the C twice. I've had teams. I always say that for simplicity, but I've never had a team win the E. Probably never get a chance. So it's unfortunate, but we'll be out there this weekend. Hopefully I can pick up a C or an Open with the rest of the guys and figure it out.
Yeah, man. First round of lunch boxes is on me when I see you at the park.
See you there.
All right, man. Later.
Thanks, everybody. See you guys.